obviously, if you are a danger to yourself and a danger to others, I would have to go and report that, and then obviously seek attention. So let's get started. Why don't you tell me what you typically do throughout the day?
My day consists of being a stay-at-home mom and taking care of my mother-in-law and caring for the needs of my home, my family, my husband. Um, that's typically what I do.
Okay. And do you have any kids?
I have two daughters,
What's their names?
Kayla and Marie,
Okay. What grades are they in?
fifth and sixth grade.
Okay. So, how's your relationship with your mother-in-law?
Well, we have a okay relationship. She she's my mother-in-law. I mean, we get along, but things are just starting to change.
Okay. So, let's start by talking about what brings you in here today.
Well, I kind of, if you notice, I was here a little early. I kind of snuck in.
Yeah, I did notice that.
I try to get here before anyone noticed I wasn't home. My husband and the kids. Um, I'm really kind of going through it at home though. My mother-in-law and my husband. It's a little stressful that I'm having to care for her now, and she's staying with us. What's been going on now for 3 years, and I'm kind of getting a little overwhelmed with the situation.
Well, even though you was a little early, I'm glad that you're here. So you're the only one that takes care of her, right?
Yes.
And do you have nobody else helps?
No, not at the moment.
And with nobody helping you, how does that make you feel?
Stressed, overwhelmed. I feel like I don't have my life anymore, my own life anymore. So it's starting to get the best of me at this point.
Have you taken any steps to change your home situation?
Um, I did mention it to my husband once, but I kind of don't want to. It's kind of a touchy subject because I don't want him to feel as if I'm trying to just push his mom off in some nursing home or or something like that. So I haven't really taken any further steps than that. I just kind of just stayed right there.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have any trouble in our home.
What steps do you think that you could take to be able to get to a particular place with her being like either in a nursing home or somewhere comfortable for her?
I think that I would have to have the right way to approach my husband about it. I would like for him to understand that I want my life as well. Like, I do have my teacher certification and I would like to go back to school.
Yeah.
But since she's been with us for 3 years, I haven't been able to get back to myself. I would like to work, but he's not. I feel like I'm not allowed to do that. My husband is the breadwinner and he makes all the money and takes care of home, so I'm kind of just stuck right now.
Yeah, stuck in between. How does your husband feel about you wanting to put his mother in a home?
Oh, if I even ran it across him, I don't think that he would even want me to say that. Hear me say that to him. Like, I know he does not want his mother in a nursing home. Like, he loves his mother. I mean, and I do too, but things are just getting a little bit out of control.
Yeah. Have you tried to talk to him about it and discuss what you guys could do, like what options?
Not recently. I really haven't thought of any other options. I've just been stressing out with the situation really right now at this point.
Do you think if he comes in here and, you guys talk about it, do you think that he would be able to understand where you're coming from?
I believe that he would. It's just the fact of me being able to approach him about it.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best and 1 being the worst, how do you think that he would react if there was to be a solution of your mother being in a home?
Oh gosh. If I were to have his mother be in a home, if we were to come to agreement about his mother being in a home, I would probably say for him, I would probably say maybe like a 4, because he wants to be able to, care for his mother and be there because she has Alzheimer's. Um, and he's, I kind of feel like he feels like he's already losing her, and I don't want him to feel like he's losing her even more once she, in the nursing home.
Yeah. So, say you go to sleep one day and you wake up the next morning and your mother's in a home and everything is just totally back to normal. How would that make you feel?
For me, I can honestly say like that would probably be the best feeling in the world right now, because for the last 3 years, like I said, I've been caring for her, and and if I could just, if I could wake up and that could happen, like that would just be everything to me, because I would have my life back. I would be able to go back to school, get back to working, but then it kind of makes me wonder, how would my husband be upset with me? Would he agree with the fact of my decision or his decision that he made? Because, it was something that I wanted.
Okay. So what so basically you just want, if things were to change, you just want to be able to get your life back and be able to do the thing that you want to do. Is that correct? So a goal you would like to set for yourself by the end of our sessions together, you would like to basically, get your husband in here to hear what you have to say and understand where you're coming from. That way you guys can come to a good solution of her either possibly being a home or a better option. Are your kids around with you guys most of the time? Like, do you guys spend family time together, or?
We barely get to spend time together. They're either when they're at school, I'm at home by myself with my mother-in-law most of the time, and then my husband's at work, and so we barely get family time.
Yeah, so it seems like your family is very, very important to you, and you hold on to the family, bonding and stuff like that, and you feel like, you can't do that because you're always taking care of her. If you weren't taking care of her, what would you be doing with your life right now?
If I wasn't taking care of my mother-in-law, I would be working and probably furthering my education, doing something that I love to do instead of being a stay-at-home mom. And
right.
Don't get me wrong, I love being with my family and being around the children, but if I'm able, I would love to be back working.
Yeah.
Be back to my normal self.
Yeah. So would your husband support you going back to work and stuff?
I feel like he would, but I feel like that's not what he wants to do, because he feels as if I should be a stay-at-home mom and let him make the money. He makes more than enough to take care of our home, but I have to stay active. I have to stay active too.
Yeah. Have you guys had that conversation about if she was to go into the home, you guys, you getting back to work?
We did, and that was when he got upset with me and, said that, no, I can continue to be a stay-at-home mom and care for his mom, which, he loves his mom to death. Right. And, so do I, but she's changing.
Yeah, and it's kind of putting a strain on your relationship with your husband and her. Has she ever been, like, abusive towards you or anything? Like, has she ever tried to hit you, or?
Yeah, with her Alzheimer's, she has gotten verbally abusive. Here lately, physically abusive. And it's just getting worse.
Have you tried to do anything to make sure that doesn't happen, or have you mentioned it to your husband at all?
No, I did not tell my husband. Like, I'm afraid that he'll think that I'm making it up, because I already don't want to continue to watch her. So with me not wanting to continue to watch her, I feel that he would think that I'm making it up.
Yeah.
That she's putting her hands on me or verbally abusing me, because she's sweet too. When he's around, like, she's really sweet. When he's gone, that's when everything turns,
Yeah. So you're saying that you don't want to talk to him about it because you feel like that's more of a reason for you to put her in a home.
Yeah.
You feel like he's going to feel like that's more of a reason to put her in a home. And do you think that he really feels that way, or he would feel that way?
I think that he would. And maybe he would believe me, but I'm just afraid of, even mentioning it to him.
Do you feel like that's another step that you can take, is talking to him about that? That way that issue is solved?
That could be a step. I agree that it could be a step that, I could use that to talk to him, because because it is something like I shouldn't have to deal with that.
Yes. So what's your end goal with this session? Like, where do you see yourself at the end of our sessions together?
By the end of our sessions together, I'm hoping that I could see us coming up, helping me being able to confront my husband about the situation, me feeling more comfortable and more open to talk to him about my wants and needs. I'm hoping that you can help me get to that point to where I can talk to him and feel comfortable enough to express myself to him and let him know what I want to do with myself.
Yeah. Has your mother-in-law, how does she feel about the situation? Is she okay with everything? Is she not?
I really don't know what she wants. Like when he's not there and she's being abusive and verbally abusive, like I'm not really sure what she wants. You know, like I feel like because when he's there, she's nice. When he leaves, she's mean, and it's like I don't know if you want to be here or if you want to be somewhere else, or if it's just her Alzheimer's. But I don't understand.
Do you think she feels uncomfortable being around you with him not there?
No, because for the last few years everything was okay, and and she's just recently just started being abusive and verbally abusive too.
Yeah. I noticed that you've been playing with your hair. Is that something that you do when you're just in deep thought, or?
Yeah, I kind of tend to do that when I'm just thinking. It helps me think.
Okay.
When I got some things on my mind.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like you're a pretty strong woman, and you care for your mother-in-law, and she's not the issue. The issue is you not having enough help. Do your children ever try and help?
No, the kids, they don't. They go to school, come home, and then, they eat dinner, and there's nothing that they really have to do for their mother-in-law that I've already done by the time they're home and done with their duties.
Yeah. Is she abusive or verbally abusive towards your kids?
No, not at all.
Just you?
Just me.
And why do you think that is?
I'm not sure. Maybe she's just, I don't know, maybe it's just like when she's alone, maybe she thinks more, and maybe when her Alzheimer's kick in and she's just thinking about some things. I'm not sure, because like when the house is full, she's just as sweet as can be. And then when she's alone, and then there's her and I just there together, it's like a totally different person.
Do you give off a vibe to her that she's not comfortable with, or that she doesn't like?
No, and I still don't treat her any different. Just because I want, what I want, I don't treat her any different. I still treat her the same way, even though that's not what I want to do. I don't want to watch her, and I don't want to continue to do this for my husband, but I'm gonna do it because that's what he wants.
Right.
I'm gonna make a sacrifice for my family and my husband if I have to. But it's getting out of control.
And you can't handle it. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best again, with 1 being the worst, how do you feel on a day-to-day basis with taking care of her?
Oh gosh, a 2.
A 2?
Yeah.
And do you try to do anything to relax yourself or calm yourself?
I really don't get time to do anything to relax myself besides when I go to bed at night and get my rest. When I wake up, I just get up, hate looking forward to, not being able to do what I want. So.
Yeah, well, it seems like, you really want what we've gathered here, you really want your family to be together and you want to get back to going to school and stuff like that. Do you have any other plans besides going to school?
Yeah, I want to go back to work as well, and I want to start doing more things with my family as well.